Hello. Hello, hello. Hello, guys. Okay. Okay, hello. So for this question, it's about MCQ questions, and they're asking us to determine the solution for like the solution set as for the equations x squared minus 7x plus 12. Okay. So how can we find the set S? So actually, I just want you to think like this. What is set S stand for? In this question, set S is stand for the set of the solution for this equation. This equation is quadratic, right? So a quadratic equation mostly has two roots. Okay, so those roots are considered the elements of the set S. Okay, that's it. And here, to find roots for these equations, we should what? We should like thinking of any method that we could use to find. Most of you might think about discriminants. Like discriminant is what? Like if the equations quadratic ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. So the roots of these equations is x equal to negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. This is the first thing that come into your mind whenever you're trying to find the root for quadratic equations. What about other methods? We have lots of methods for finding this. Sometimes we make it perfect square. Sometimes we, trying to find the multiplication of the coefficient of x square and the last terms. But I prefer using this. It's gonna be better because, we just plug into it and then we get the answer. So here, I think, for these questions, we can see b equal what? B equal to negative 7. What about a? A equal to 1. C equal to 12. Okay. So here, okay. So here, I think x is should be what? Should be negative 7 plus or minus square root of negative 7 square minus 4ac, which is 1 times 12 over 2 times negative 7. So that's going to be 7 plus or minus square root of 49 minus 48 over negative 14. Right? 4 times 12, it should be, 48. So then here it's going to be 7 plus or minus 1. Wait a minute. B equal to negative 7, C equal to 12, B squared minus 4AC equal 1. So, oh, I'm sorry, 2A. A should be 1, not 7. So it's gonna be 2. So over 2, okay? So x equal what? X should be 7 plus 1 equal 8 over 2, 4. And also x equal to 7 minus 1 over 2 is going to be 3. So 3, 4, which is D. The option D is the right answer, okay? Yeah. Okay. Let's go to this, focus on this. They literally say let f of x equal 2x squared minus 4x plus 1. Determine the coordinate of the vertex of the parabola represent f. So the f of x is the quadratic function, as you could see. So to know or to determine the vertex, we should know the formula for finding the x-axis of the vertex. The way that we can apply it, or the method that we can apply to find vertex for this function, First of all, we must find h-axis of vertex, which means h-axis of vertex, okay, equal to negative b over 2a. What is b and what is a? Here is a, b, and c. The general is ax squared plus bx plus c, okay? And then after we get this, we got, okay, we found the h-axis of the vertex. And then we're plugging this h-axis into what? Into function. After plugging into function, we're going to get y-axis value of the vertex. This is how we plan to solve these questions. So, okay, let's find the h-axis of vertex equal to negative b over 2a, which is b equal negative 4, negative 4 over 2a, 2 times 2. So it's going to be 4 over 4. It's going to be 1, right? And then finding y here, y of vertex equal to f of 1, which is 2 times 1 square minus 4 times 1 plus 1. So it should be what? 2 minus 4. So 2 minus 4 equal what? So 2 minus 4 equal to negative 2. Negative 2 plus 1 equal to 1. Negative 1. So f of 1 equal to negative 1. So the answer is C. Okay, the coordinate of the vertex. Okay, thank you. So let's go to number 3. They want us to solve the inequality x squared minus 9 less than or equal to 0 for x is real numbers. For x a real number. So how to solve this inequality? So there are several methods, but I think one of them might be, might be the easiest method. And which method that I think it's the easiest? So here, the easiest method is just, first of all, we let this x squared minus 9 equal to 0. Our purpose is to find any x that causing x squared minus 9 less than or equal to 0. But in this case, I think, first of all, let it equal to 0 at first, okay? Let it equal to 0. And then we got this, we got what? We got roots, which is x equal to 3 or x equal to negative 3. And you might be wonder why I'm letting this to be 0, because of what? You know what? We let it equal to 0 because we want to find the x-intercept, okay? So here, this is negative 3 and this is 3, right? What about vertex? It should be here. So this is going to be negative 9. So I think here, curve is going to be like this. Here. I'm sorry, it's not scale. It's not scale, yeah. Let's say it's 3 here and negative 3 here. Okay? So the part where it is less than or equal to 0, if we're using the curve to find the value of the x that causing x squared minus 9 equal to 0, we should find the section that the curve is under the h-axis. So here, right? So this place, that means for x between negative 3 until 3, the curve is lying under the under the h-axis. So that means when the value from negative 3 until 3, x squared minus 9 is less than 0. But in this case, they also said equal to less than or equal to 0, which means we include negative 3 and also 3. So the answer is C. For question 4, I think. Okay, for question 4, I think determine the discriminants and state the nature of its root in R. So in this case, they want us to find the value of discriminants and then state the nature. So what is the nature of the roots according to discriminants? So if discriminant delta is 0, which means the roots of these equations is only one root. Or we can just say when the discriminants of this equation is 0, so that means we can consider this equation has only one root. But if, right, we can just say one root. But if the delta, which is discriminant, is positive, we can just say there are two roots, two real roots, which means both roots are real numbers. If this discriminant is less than 0, we can see the what? We can see that these equations no real roots. Okay, no real roots. That's it. So what is discriminant? Discriminant is equal to b squared minus 4ac. And what is a here? A is 3, b equal to -2, and c equal 5. So delta equal to what? Delta equal to -2 squared minus 4 times 3 times 5. So it's going to be 4 minus 12 times 5 equal to 60. So I'm going to say -56, which is question C. See? Delta equal to -56 and no real root, as I told you. Okay? So let's move to question 5. So question 5 here, they said simplify the expressions x squared, okay, x squared minus 4 over x squared plus 2x, for x cannot be equal to -2 or 0. For -2 and 0, we don't have to care about that. It's just domain, you know, because this fraction is defined if the value of the x not -2 or 0. That's it. Actually, how to simplify this fraction? We can simplify this fraction by doing like x squared minus 9 or minus 4 and x squared plus 2x. We should factorize both denominator and numerator. So we can factorize this x squared minus 4 by what? You know, it's like 4 can be written in 2 square, right? So that means this can be x minus 2 and x plus 2. How? Using the formula x squared minus y squared equal to x minus y times x plus y. Okay? So it's going to be x minus 2 times x plus 2. And the bottom, we can set x as the common factors. And then it's going to be x plus 2. Okay? Here can be simplified. So the answer is x minus 2 over x. So it's going to be B. Okay? Thank you for watching. And for next questions, we're going to go to number 6. Number 6, they're asking, let P of x equal to 2x cubed minus 3x squared plus kx minus 1. If P of x is divided by x squared x minus 1, remainder is 3, finding the value of k. How to find k? Actually, I think in this case, it's such a trick questions that we need to, you know, it's like, we need to, you know, be aware of or be careful when you're solving it. You know, it's like they say that P of x is divided by x minus 1, which means P of x is divided by x minus 1, right? The remainder is 3, which means equal to this something n plus 3. Find the value of k. What does it mean by that? Actually, I think it's better to factorize it, because when P of x, okay, when P of x can be divided, is divided by x minus 1 and plus 3 like this, I think it must be something that we can simplify, you know. So it can be written as p of x equal to x minus 1 times something and plus 3, right? Okay. So how could we know these things? To know this, maybe we could, you know, px minus 3 and divided by x minus 1. And then after knowing this, I think we can find k. Okay. How? We found this, and then we expand with x minus 1 plus 3. We're going to see the full p of x. That's it. That is what I'm thinking of. But this method can be complicating. Why? Because we need to divide on something. So I think the better way to solve is what? Like this. We had p of x, right? So we must minus 3. Okay? Because remainder occur if there are 3 in p of x. So that means when we minus 3 away, there's only x minus 1 and another factors. And then we try to factorize this, and then I think we're gonna get the answer. So p of x equal to 2x cubed minus 3x squared plus kx and minus 4. Yeah, I think minus 4. And what's next? I think this question need long solution. I'm sorry, maybe we can skip. So for these questions, they want us to evaluate the 8 to the power of negative 2 over 3. So what is that? 8 to the power of negative 2 over 3. Whenever it appears as negative exponents, it should be equal 1 over 8 to the power of 2 over 3, which is 1 over cube root 8 squared. This, it represents 2 roots. If the numerator is the denominator at the exponents is 2, that means square root is 4, which means fourth root. If it is 3, which means cube root. So this is going to be 1 over cube root of 64. So cube root of 64 equal to 4. So the answer is 1 over 4. Number 7. Okay, thank you. What about the next is number 8. Number 8, they want us to find the exact value of log base 3 of 81 minus log base 3 of 3, right? We can, you know, apply the subtraction of log. Subtraction of log equal to log of divisions, which means this, when had same base like this, which means we can combine and of 81 over 3. Okay, subtraction of log equal to log of divisions. So that means log 3, 27. So I'm using, you know, log base AB minus log base AC equal to log base AB over C. For this case, I'm going to use log base A of AN equal to N. Okay. So this case, we can use, you know, 27 equal to 3 cubed. So it's going to be 3 here. It is represent to N. So the answer is C. Okay. Thank you. About next questions, I think you guys might know about it, you know, like for these questions, they want us to solve the equations like 2 to the power of x plus 1 equal to 16 to the power of x. First of all, we should know whenever we try to find the roots from the equation of exponent, we must what? We must make the base from both sides to be equal to each other. So that means 16, it can be written as 2 to the power of 4. Why? Because 16 equal to 4 square, and 4 equal to 2 square and square. And this exponent times is going to be 2 to the power of 4. So that means x plus 1 equal 2 to the power of 4x. When base are equal, we are able to equate the exponent from both sides equal to each other. So it's gonna be x minus 4x equal to negative 1. Whenever we swap side, the sign in front of them must be changed. So it's gonna be negative 3x minus negative 1, and x equal to minus 1 over minus 3 equal to 1/3. So the answer is A. Okay. I think for next questions, they want us to find the sum of the first and 10 term of the arithmetic sequence defined by un equal to 3n minus 1. So let me tell you, for arithmetic sequence, the first terms, or we can just say first n terms, Sn equal to n by 2 and u1 plus un. What is u1? u1 is first term, un is n term. Okay, but in this case they want us to find a sum of first 10 term, which means n, it is equal to 1, equal to 10. So this is supposed to be s of 10 over 2 u1 plus u10. See, so u1 equal what? u1, we got un equal to 3n minus 1. So un is the general terms, which means we can use these general terms to find the value of any terms. For example, I want to find the first terms, value of the first term. I can just, plug n equal 1 into un. So I'm going to get u1 equal to 3 times 1 minus 1. So it's going to be 2. What about u10? The same thing, same pattern. 3 times 10 minus 1 equal to 29. So s of 10 equal to 5, because 10 divided by 2, and 2 plus 29. So 5 times 31, which is 155. So the answer is D. Okay, thank you. For the next questions, 11, they saying a geometric sequence has u1 equal 5 and the common ratio r equal 2. Find the value of u6. Let me tell you what is geometric sequence. We did arithmetic, right? Arithmetic sequence is the list of number that next term equal to the previous term plus any number. But for geometrics, it's not plus, it's time. So which mean first term times by r, which is called common ratio, equal to u2, or the second terms. Okay, but in this case we should use the formula for geometrics, which is un any terms equal to first term times common ratio to the power of n minus 1. And we are supposed to find u6. It's gonna be u1 times r5. So it's gonna be 5 times 2 to the power of 5. Okay, it's gonna be 5 times what? 32. So 160. So the answer is B. Okay. So for these questions, determine the sum of the infinite geometric series. So this case, they give us, oh my gosh, it's so stressful. But they say that geometric series. When they say that geometric series, sum of infinite geometric series, we should thinking about one formula. The sum of infinite geometrics is equal to what? Equal to first term u1 over 1 minus r, which is r is common ratio. So our goal is to find r, and that's all, because we got u1 already. So u1 equal 9, and r equal what? Negative 3 divided by 9 is gonna be negative 1/3, right? So the sum is gonna be 9 over 1 minus negative 1/3. So it's gonna be 9 over 1 plus 1/3, right? So doing like this, we can just time 3 with 1 and then adding here. 3 times 1, 3 plus 1, 4. So 9, 4 over 3. And then we flip 3 up. So it's gonna be 27 over 4. So if you are about to divide, 27 divided by 4, it's gonna be 6.75. So the answer is C. Okay. For the next questions, 13, they say that let f of x equal to 2x minus 3 and g of x equal to x squared. Determine the composite function. What is a composite function? So composite function is a type of function that is made by a function standing as variable of another functions. So like our questions, they want us to find g of x, which mean we got gx, we got f of x. But what happened if we plug in gx into f of x into g of x, something like that? Okay. So this here the same thing as g f of x. And what is g of x? G of x, x squared. So that means g f of x is gonna be f of x squared. Okay. So that's gonna be 2x minus 3 squared. Yeah. We can apply the formula, which is a minus b squared is gonna be a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. So this is gonna be 4x squared. 2x squared minus 2 times 3 times 2x plus 3 squared. It's gonna be 4x squared minus 12x plus 9 here. Okay, so the answer is D. That's all. For next question, 14, they want us to find the inverse. The inverse of what? The inverse of f of x. So they gave us f of x equal to x plus 2 over 3, right? So how to, finding the answer for this, or finding inverse? I think first of all, to find inverse functions, at first, for the original, we should solve for x, which means isolate x. So in order to isolate x, first we had to eliminate 3. So when 3 at the bottom like this, we should time 3 both sides. When we time 3 both sides, these 3 disappear. So it's going to be 3f of x equal to x plus 2. So then x equal what? 3f of x minus 2, right? Because positive 2 is going to be changed to another side. So it's going to be minus 2 instead. And then after isolate that, we need inverse function, right? So that means we swap f of x into f negative 1 and f of x equal to 3x minus 2. So the answer is B. Okay. Thank you. For next questions, for 15, they want us to find the domain of h of x. What is domain of h of x? So the domain of h of x, it's like, since h of x is what? Fraction. So domain is, like we finding any value of x that can cause h of x to be undefined. Okay. So h of x has fraction like this. It is undefined if what? If the bottom is 0. So that means x plus minus 4, it must be different from 0, or it must be non-zero. And also everything inside the square root like this, it must be positive. You never see, you might not ever see like square root of -4 when we are study, when we not yet study about a complex number. We only focus on real number. In real number, a square root of -4 never happens. It is called undefined. But yeah, so x minus 4 must be positive. Okay, so in sum, oh, positive or equal to 0, equal to 0 under square root. But in this case, yeah, and then in this case, I think when we, combine these both together, we got x minus 4 must be positive. Because when you say positive or equal to 0, which means there's one chance that x minus 4 equal to 0. But it's like the previous condition, x minus 4 already non-zero. So when it's already non-zero, which means we had to evacuate the 0 from the bottom. So it's it has greater than 0 only. So it's gonna be x greater than 4, right? So that means the function defined if x greater than 4. So our answer is C. Okay. So for next question, convert this radians to degree. So how to convert radians to degree? Let me tell you how. So to convert degree to radians, we had to time pi over 180. But ray to d, we time 180 over pi. Okay, so we had 7 pi over 6, and then time what? Time 180 over pi. They simplified, and 7 times 180 divided by 6. I think we can just do like this, 180 over 6. 7 still, but 180 divided by 6 equal to 30. So that means you're gonna 210. But the faster way, I think you can just, to make this to be degree, you can just times, because 7 over 6 and then pi in degree, it is 180 in radian equal to 3.14. So whenever you try and swap that to degree, you can just replace pi by 180, and that's all. Okay, that might be faster, or like faster way that to find degree from radians. Okay, so the answer is A. For 17, calculate the exact value of cos 2 pi over 3. So cos 2 pi over 3, first I want you to imagine about the unit circle. The unit circle, there are 4 quadrants, and in first quadrant there are 3 main angles: 30, 45, and 60. 30 is pi over 6, 45 pi over 4, 60 is pi over 3. So cos, I think cos, this is going to be square root 3 over 2, root 2 over 2, and 1/2. Okay. And let me tell you the alternative. The alternative of pi over 6 to second quadrant is going to be 5 pi over 6. Alternative of this is going to be 3 pi over 4. The alternative of this is going to be 2 pi over 3. And then cos for this, cos for all of this, it's still root 3 over 2, root 2 over 2, and 1/2. Same. But what different is the sign. Because these angles, okay, because this angle, they're at second quadrant. So that means the value of cosine of angle from second quadrant must be negative. Okay, so the value of cos for pi over 6, 5 pi over 6 is still root 3 over 2, but the sign is going to be negative. Okay, this is also negative 2. And also negative 2. Okay, because, for quadrants, cos only positive here, first and fourth, and negative here. Yeah. So the answer is C. Okay. So for these questions, we got in triangle ABC, and A is 45, B is 60, BC is 10. Find the exact length of AC. So I think we can just do like this. A, B, and C. A 45, B 60. BC is 10. They want us to find AC. How? I think we can use sine rule. Sine rule can be applied to find any the length of any side, as long as we know the angle that opposed to the side that we are finding. So AC, sine rule is AC over sine B equal what? Equal to 10 over sine 45, sine A. So it's gonna be 10. AC is gonna be 10 over sine A times sine B. So that means 10 over sine of A, which is sine 45, root 2 over 2, times sine B, which is root 3 over 2. This and this can be simplified. You know why? Because multiplication of fraction, 10 times this, and this fraction times this. So when it time executed, so what's left is 10 root 3 over root 2. I think we can simplify by rationalize it. Root 2 over root 2. And then it's gonna be 10 root 6 over 2, which is 5 root 6. So the answer is A. Thank you for watching so far. Good night.